I always thought that having children was an endeavor for two people. But now it is too late and I can't have them. Somehow I feel that I was not prepared to envision children without a father. Maybe we need to be raised with a different idea of family.
Do you think that having a child is an important aspect of a woman's life?
Oh, yes. Giving birth is miraculous. You just have to see a child and see how he learns. It's fascinating. Maybe when we see them, we recognize something of ourselves. But it is so far back we cannot remember.
And how about loneliness? Do you ever feel like that?
Oh, yes. All the time. It is heavy. Silence of the room. I miss the silly talk of everyday interaction. And yet, I wonder how it can easily turn into hell. I live with and without people. It seems that I am incapable to share without feeling robbed or raped. I'm incapable of saying no and stating things that I think are right. I compromise all the time and then I feel cheated. I was my own root. I wanted to be like men wanted me to be. An attempt at life. A game of hide and seek with my being. But I was made of nows. And my feet level on the promissory earth would not accept walking backwards and went forward. Forward, mocking the ashes to reach the kiss of new paths. At each advancing step on my route forward, my back was ripped by the desperate flapping wings of the old guard. But the branch was unpinned forever. And at each new whiplash, my look separated more and more and more from the distant familiar horizons. And my face took the expansion that came from within. The defined expression that hinted a feeling of intimate liberation. A feeling that surged from the balance between my life and the truth of the kiss of the new paths. Already my course now set in the present, I felt myself a blossom of all the soils of the earth, of the soils without history, of the soils without a future, of the soil always soil without edges, of all the men and all the epochs. And I was all in me, as was life in me. I wanted to be like men wanted me to be. An attempt at life. A game of hide and seek with my being. But I was made of nows. When the heralds announced me at the regal parade of the old guard, the desire to follow men warped in me, and the homage was left waiting for me. There is no self-assertion, no self-affirmation, only bending and rebending. Hard to say no. And when no is whispered, it is not heard. Only bending and rebending, only bending and rebending. Way too many questions, but never many answers. Too probing, too curious, chill out, too inquisitive. So I get excluded, because there are too many questions. So I bend and rebend, and I am bound to break. And if I don't break, I suffocate, 'cause the words are crammed in my throat, waiting to let go, but can't. I have private conversations with myself and my mirror in the silence of my room, in my nest. But words just bounce back. Words don't reach, nor touch, nor affect. So I feel trapped, agonized. I am silenced by myself. Always ask myself, why don't they change? When the question is, why don't I change? Why don't I break loose from the cycle of female exploitation, of female incarceration, not by others, but by myself?